So Peter Nygard, he got he got caught finally and convicted of some sexual assault. I guess he was assaulting people in his offices. So this guy, I don't know. Maybe he was a bit of a scumbag. I'm going to read this article here from The Guardian. I'm just going to talk a little bit about it. We'll see. This is fresh for me. I haven't read anything about this. So fresh eyes for me, fresh eyes for you, or fresh ears for you. Canadian fashion mogul Peter Nygard found guilty of sexual assault. Prosecutors had said the 82-year-old lured women to a private bedroom suite after inviting them on a tour of his headquarters. Okay, you got a bedroom suite in your headquarters. It's probably problems, but whatever. What do I know? I'm not an 82-year-old weirdo. The former Canadian fashion mogul Peter Nygard has been found guilty on 4 counts of sexual assault after 5 women testified he used a private bedroom suite in his company headquarters to assault them. The verdict by a Toronto jury came midday on Sunday after 5 days of deliberation. Nygard, 82, was acquitted of one of 5 counts of sexual assault and 1 count of forcible confinement. Over the 6-week trial, the court heard graphic and emotional testimony from 5 women, whose identities are protected by a publication ban, about assaults that occurred from the 1980s to the mid-2000s. Now, why didn't they say anything until now? I never understand this shit. Why do you hold on to this crap for so long? Were they still working there? Were they enriched somehow? I know I'm victim blaming right now. I apologize. Prosecutors had said that Nygard met the women on social settings and invited them to the headquarters of his clothing empire in Toronto. All of the tours ended in his bedroom suite. Well, they should all end. All tours should end in a bedroom suite. I'm just saying. I'm just putting that out there. If you ever take a tour of my place, it's probably going to end up in my bedroom. Just saying. I'm just kidding. Anybody who's watching would get mad at me for saying that. Just kidding. Geez, what am I getting over here? Prosecutors had said that. Oh, sorry, I read that already. The room had a bed, televisions, and a jacuzzi. That sounds delightful. I think I'd like to end that tour in that suite. I just don't want, I don't want the old man penis in me or anything like that. But prosecutors say the doors didn't have handles and the locks were controlled by Nygard. That's creepy, man. If you go into a room and it doesn't have handles, grab the side of the door and get out. Just GTFO. That's problems. Okay, just like a car, it doesn't have handles. Screw that. I'm out. One instance, a woman testified that she was only 16 years old. 16 years old when an older man she was dating brought her to Nygard's headquarters. That's nice of him. She said Nygard sexually assaulted her, and when she was leaving the building, a woman handed her an emergency contraceptive pill. Oh, that sounds like a whole sitch. They had it all planned. Another broke down during her testimony, telling the court she worried any complaint against him would be dismissed. He's so wealthy and so powerful. Who would believe me? Okay, that's you hear that sometimes, but we're in a time now that it's like, whatever. I guess maybe when it was happening, it was in the 80s. Yeah, okay, maybe it's a different thing. Nygard told the court that he couldn't recall meeting 4 of the 5 women. Well, he's 82, probably having a hard time recalling what he ate for breakfast. So, nor did he remember having any interaction with them decades ago. He also denied allegations of sexual misconduct and sexual assault, telling a court the behavior was out of character. My position, well, okay, listen, out of character. You have a bedroom suite without door handles on it. I think your character's a little sus. Okay. My position is that I would not have conducted myself in that kind of manner, Nygard testified. He also told the court no one could have been locked inside his private suite. In closing arguments last week, Crown prosecutor Anna Serban said Nygard's testimony was unreliable and lacked credibility. Nygard's lawyer, Brian Greenspan, argued that the 5 women lacked credibility because of the fatal flaws and lack of testimonial trustworthiness of their allegations. Okay, whatever. He's going to appeal. Born in Finland, and weird, by the way, Nygard grew up in Manitoba, eventually running his namesake clothing companies and becoming one of Canada's wealthiest people. He stepped down as chairman of the company after the FBI and police raided his offices in New York City in 2020. In the years since, the company has filed for bankruptcy and entered into receivership. Canadian police arrested Nygard on horseback, most likely, in late 2020 at the request of the U.S. In addition to the guilty verdict on Sunday, Nygard faces criminal charges in 3 other jurisdictions. Stands accused of sexual assault and forcible confinement in Quebec and Manitoba, with the allegations dating back to the 90s. He's also facing charges in the US. Okay, so, ooh, he's facing a lawsuit brought by 57 women, including 18 Canadians, which alleges that Nygard used violence, intimidation, bribery, and company employees to lure victims and avoid accountability for decades. So, of course, he denies all the allegations. Yeah, ooh, this guy sounds pretty delightful. I don't know if he has lots of money. So if he's taking me on tours, I just make sure there's like a money table somewhere on those tours. So if I was gonna get a little touchy, at least I have some money to put in my pocket.